What's good, y'all? Shagam Makai. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. You know what to do. And today we're going to be talking about a recent topic that, resurfaced lately. With Kevin Durant coming out and saying that he earned his rings. And today we're going to be talking about whether or not that's true. So to begin that conversation, you got to look at, the team he joined, why he joined it, when he joined it. And everybody knows what happened. In 2016, OKC was up 3-1 on the Warriors. And then Western Conference Finals to make a trip to the finals in a place where they could have won the championship, in my opinion. But they blew that 3-1 lead. Golden State, 73-19, goes to the finals, loses to the Cavs in 7. After they blow a 3-1 lead, KD joins the following summer, and the rest is really history. And the reason it's even a question if he earned these rings or not is because, he joined a 73-9 team at him being, an MVP, the second best player in the NBA, like him being just an amazing player joining an already amazing team. The reason that people question why he, did he earn his rings or not is because he took the easy way out. And he knows that. He knows he took the easy way out. And, I don't judge him for doing that. It was the smart decision. It was the best move. And, he came out and said he liked the way the Warriors play, how they move the ball a lot. And, coming from Westbrook has times where he can just go into, nut mode, and he just doesn't want to pass the ball, and he just wants to do it his way, and he wants to, shoot these brick jump shots, miss layups sometimes, shoot these, inconsistent mid-ranges. Like, Westbrook just got into that mode, in the past. And he still gets into that mode nowadays, but that's not the point. So, did he earn his rings? In my opinion, yeah. The short answer is yes, he earned them rings, because it would have been different if he would have went to Golden State and he would have let, Curry and Clay and Draymond carry him. Like, if he would have been just, on the Warriors, then I would say no, he didn't earn the rings. But, if you look at the numbers and in the finals, of course, he deserved those rings. He earned those rings. He was the best player on the best team in those finals. And look, the numbers speak for himself. In the 2017 finals, he averaged 35 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. That's solid. 35 points over a 5-game, stretch. That's amazing. That's really great. And, the Cavs, they were, pushovers at that point because Kyrie already wanted to leave. He wanted to leave LeBron, get his own team. So he wasn't really giving it his all. You can see that in his numbers as well. And, the Warriors are just way, way more talented than the Cavaliers. Let's just keep it simple like that. In 2018, he averages 28 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. You can't argue with numbers like that. That's dang near a triple-double. You can't argue with numbers like that. He clearly led the Warriors in scoring. He clearly was the focal point of the offense. And, he definitely showed that he's the second best player in the world, one of the best players in the world. I want to say the best offensive player in the world, when it comes to different skill sets and, mid-range three finisher, all that. But, the thing that especially makes him earn it is because in Game 3 in 2018, I believe, it's when Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Draymond not a scorer, but all the other scorers in Golden State, they wasn't doing anything. They was just, being terrible, which is an awful game for them. Steph had 10, Klay had 10, and they just weren't just great. But guess what KD had? 43. KD had 43 points in a game where the other stars were just, doing terrible. And they won that game because of KD. So, when you ask the question, did he earn those rings? You got to look at how he performed overall, in the season, in the regular season, in the postseason. And for the most part, he performed very well. He was injured for a stretch, so that might skew his numbers a little bit. But, for the most part, he performed very, very well. And, I don't know why KD thinks this, but I think in his mind, he thought, if I go to Golden State and I win these championships, then everybody's going to love me. Everybody's going to respect me. And, actually, that move did the opposite for his career. A lot of people lost a lot of respect for him. And he became the villain pretty much. And LeBron went back to being the hero. Well, he was already the hero after he went back to Cleveland. But KD had it messed up in his head. It's like, oh, they have to love me if I win these championships and I win Finals MVP. But that's just not how it goes. And it's like, of course they're going to hate you because you pretty much ruined the NBA for all NBA fans. Besides Warriors fans, of course, because they were basking in all the glory and success. But, for a few years, the NBA was just mad boring. Like, from 2017 to 2019, That's a lot of seasons for the NBA to be boring. There's no parity. There's no excitement, no surprise. You just know the Warriors are going to the finals. It's just like, who are they going to beat in the finals? It's not who are they going to play against, who are they going to beat. And, you know, it was a repeat finals, Cleveland 2 times in a row. And 2019 was more exciting than, you know, the past years, the past 2 years, but it was still like, because you knew it was just such a heavy favorite, because you got to realize, when KD goes down, it's like, man, the Raptors might really win this thing. Not might, most likely are going to win this thing. And then Klay Thompson goes down, and it's like, yeah, this one is over. Like, the Raptors, they just got it in the bag. So KD, he really is responsible for a lot of, you know, dark times in the NBA when it comes to, you know, watching the games and enjoying them. And, you know, of course, we had a lot of great games. You know, they had the Christmas game. They had a close series against the Rockets in the Western Conference. There were exciting moments, but, you know, overall, all those seasons weren't really exciting at all. But, you know, I guess to answer the main point and question of this video, did KD deserve those rings? Did he earn them? Are his rings valuable? That's another question. That's another point I want to get on. Are his rings valuable? His rings are valuable only because he played so well in the finals. But they don't hold as much value as other rings historically. Like, for example, Dirk Nowitzki's ring in 2011. That holds more value than 2 of KD's rings, because Dirk did that pretty much alone. He was the lone superstar on his team. He had some good, you know, role players around him, but those 2, that 1 ring is worth more than KD's 2. So they're valuable, but they're not as valuable as, you know, a normal championship. Like this season, the Lakers winning. This season's championship is more valuable. Well, let me see. More valuable than, you know, KD's 2, in my opinion, because I know they played the Miami Heat, and I know that was just, you know, it should have been a sweep, but the Miami Heat fought very hard and very well. But let's be honest, KD's ring was really way easier than the Lakers versus Heat, because in none of those series did it go to 6. It either went to 4 or it went to 5. And let's see what other rings don't match up with that. KD's 2 rings are not as valuable. Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki was the perfect example. Dirk, you know, he's alone. He was the heavy underdog in Miami. You remember, that was the first season that, you know, the big 3 in Miami, the Heatles, whatever you want to call them, that they went to the finals. And, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, LeBron is such a joke. Why would he go to that team? It's so overpowered now. And then Dirk beat that team, and, you know, that's really insane. Dirk doesn't get a lot of respect. Props to Dirk for doing that. The last championship without a super team, besides, you know, this year again, and the Raptors last year. But yeah, his rings are not as valuable as the average championship, but they are valuable because of how he played in the finals. So to answer the question in short, I know I answered it a bunch of times in this video, but to answer the question in short, yes, Kevin Durant did earn his rings. Alright, y'all, if you stayed to the end of this video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.